Hello, dear Virgo. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. These are the extra readings as promised. They're horoscope readings. They will be extended. The second part of the reading will be extended on my website as promised on my last uploads. They go from mid-month of October until mid-month of November 2019. And as I said, they're horoscope spreads, so we're going to be looking at each sector of your life and what's showing up there. So you go to for those of you that this resonates and you want to see the rest of the video, you go to www.divinedebut11.com and you go to the tab Extended Readings, and they will be there ready for purchase for you. And I'd like to thank you in advance for your support. I do take quite a few cards on the extended part. I'm doing the first layer for free on YouTube, so they're about half hour each. So yeah, half hour on YouTube and the other half is on my website. So thank you to all of you for your understanding, your support, your liking, sharing, subscribing, and everything that you do for my channel. So thank you again. Let's cut the cards for you, dear Virgo. So mid-month of October until mid-month of November 2019. Let's look at each house, each area of life. So house number 1, which is the house of self. Okay, and this is how you are being seen in the world by others. This is how you come across, your personality, your inner and outer self, obviously. So it's not only what kind of a person you are, but how you appear to others. So this is the World card, and the World card is a successful completion of a karmic cycle. Now, you may be seen by people all over the world. You may have people all over the world that you interact with, okay, because this is the World card. Therefore, some of you may be people that travel. Now, the World card can be, as I said, at the end of a karmic cycle, you may be ready to launch, ready to relaunch yourself. So what that means for me is just in every part of your life, maybe there are brand new beginnings. Some of you, it's as though you're being reborn. It's a very, very special time, Virgo, I can see. I do have Venus here in the womb ready to be born. Now, Venus, transiting Venus, has just moved into Scorpio. Mercury, your ruling planet, is also there. It is still Libra time, so happy birthday if you're a cross watcher. And for those of you that are on the cusp with Libra, yes, you could be right on the last day, let's say, and that's why it could be important to you, this reading. So you may be, let's say, on the first day of Libra season. Nevertheless, Libra is all about partnerships, relationships with others. It is the partnership house, so the sun is still moving through there. It's all about trying to find the balance, right? Okay, let's take house number 2. Wow, and the house number 2 is all about values. Values, what we own, what we have, the 5 senses, the physical body. And, you know, house number 1 is the physical body. The house of Aries as well is all about the physical body. But here, this house number 2 is also in relation with money as well. So 9 of Cups is a wish card. Beautiful. House of Taurus looks like the Venus being in Scorpio, which is opposite Taurus. Looks like that's going to work out in your favor. Let's look at house number 3, which is the house of Gemini. And this is the house of communication, commerce, collaboration within a small group, anything to do with primary education, siblings, neighbors, people that are close to you. We've got the Judgment calling, which is, it's calling for a rebirth. So some of you may have had no communication. Something may have, you may feel as though it had ended, but it looks like with this card, which is Plutonian, this is Pluto, and Pluto rules Scorpio. Soon, in a couple of weeks, It is going to be Scorpio season, so a lot of communication, things that have been hidden deep within Scorpio may be showing up for you, so you're going to be given a second chance to communicate, a second chance to collaborate, to do business. You know, this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. This is Spirit calling for a reawakening. And on that note, when I said the word we're moving into Mercury retrograde on Halloween. So we're reinventing, redoing, re-talking, because the third house is all about speaking, it's about interacting. It's got to do with writing as well, so publishing a book, anything like that. Okay, let's look at your home area. Wow, Virgo, you've got the star. So your home, your foundation, your security, the house of Cancer can be the house of the mother, the parents, of course, the family as a whole, also extended family. But nevertheless, Cancer to me speaks of security and feeling loved and nurtured by those that are around you. That's what Cancer is all about. They do have, Cancerian people have got an external hard persona, but within they're very, very soft, and they need loving and nurturing. And having the star there, which is the energy of Aquarius, and Aquarius can mean the future. This can talk of healing. This can talk of, yes, wish fulfillment. This is a card of hope as well. So some of you with a star, it does speak of social media and communication with people that are at a distance, just that as the star is at a distance. This is a beautiful energy to have here. And Aquarius is all about the future. So you may be stepping into a new future. Up to here, it's looking amazing. Now, the first 6 houses are usually very personal. So in your own personal life, it looks like there are beautiful energies, Virgo, at this time. So let's take the 5th house, which is the house of Leo. I'd like to say that some of you may be in a relationship with an Aquarian, maybe communicating with an Aquarian. Could be that you've got someone that is making you feel a little bit more secure, a little bit more, because she's very vulnerable in the way she's standing. She's totally naked. So there's a sense of being vulnerable and feeling secure, I feel, here. Let's take house number 5, which is the house of Leo. And Leo is all about, it's the heart. It's the house of fun, the house of romance, risk-taking, creative projects, children. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. For me, mainly it's Sag. And Sagittarius speaks of foreign places and people. It speaks of truth. It speaks of the visionary, you know, having a wider perspective on worldly matters. Some of you may be quickly moving into a passionate relationship. There could be a fire sign. Now, fire, when I say, as I said, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but mainly it's Sag for me. But because it's the house of Leo, again, could be Leo as well. Sun, moon, or rising, of course. There is quick movement here, and there is a lot of passion, a lot of creativity with this night. So things are starting to pick up pace where your fun house is concerned, where your love life is concerned. Now, you know, this is where the relationships begin. This is the house of flirtation, romance, but it's also the house of true love. So beautiful. Let's look at your daily routine, Virgo. The house of Virgo, you have the 7 of Wands. So this is your daily routine, what you do at your work. Obviously, that's what you're doing every day. It's the house of health as well. And Virgo is an earth sign. So Virgo is very meticulous, very perfectionistic. So I know that Virgo, with this energy here, has got a lot on their plate. And it looks like you've got the upper hand though, Virgo. So whatever you're doing creatively, whatever you are striving for passionately, you've got the upper hand here. Okay, that's how I see this Seven of Wands, because it's the card that comes after the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a card of recognition, popularity, being applauded for your efforts. Okay, so I do feel that you've got that in your pocket already, the success. This is moving on to becoming someone who's very competitive in what you do. So this is beautiful. Sevens for me always are spirit, so very positive. Even though the Seven of Wands can be a little bit conflicting, but I think that with that Ace of Wand that you are carrying, and some of you Virgos may have strong fire in your chart, so you may have that charisma, that passion creatively. Let's look at your partnership house, the house of Libra, and you've got the Two of Wands. Now, twos are all about balance. Libra is all about balance. Libra is the house of partnership, any sort of a relationship, co-workers, family, romance. It's the house of marriage as well. And with the Two of Wands, some of you may be making a choice between two different people. But the Two of Wands also, to me, again, speaks Sagittarius. And as you could see, he's holding the world ball in his hand. And the world is your oyster. That's what I see with this card. So some of you may be thinking to travel, to go on that adventure. That's what Sag is all about. And you may be ready to walk through a new doorway. Now, many times with this card, it looks like he's turned his back on that one Ace of Wands, which is something that he's been there, done that, and he's holding a new wand, as you could see. So this could be, for some of you, leaving a relationship in the past and moving into a new partnership, relationship of any sort again. So, as I said, you may be making a choice. Okay, so yes, I see this as you're standing on the precipice of a new beginning, and you're ready and you're willing to go on a new adventure. So very positive here, very positive. Could be that the relationship you're moving into could be taking you to different parts of the world. Let's see the 8th house of Scorpio. And we've got the Hermit. And the Hermit is Virgo. So the house of Scorpio is all about death and transformation. It's being reborn. Something is ending, obviously, and therefore something else is beginning. You know, this is a major arcana. The Hermit is a number 9. He's looking for the light, looking for the clarity, looking for information. And the house of Scorpio is not only with new beginnings, since something has ended. The house of Scorpio, the 8th house, is other people's money. It's money from external sources. It's moving in with someone, committing. It's also sharing on a very fundamental level. Scorpio is very deep. Scorpio energy is very truthful as well. There is a lot of truth here. Now, some of you with this lamp, Virgo, I feel that this is you. You are looking into someone's soul. You're looking into your own soul. You're doing your homework before the changes come in. You're at a point of an ending, because the next card after the Hermit is the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot of, I feel, information, or you're trying to tie up loose ends. You're seeking the clarity. Some of you may be just not doing much at this time, keeping a very low profile where 8th house matters are concerned. Now, others of you could be trying to connect. This could be an energy of doing the detective work, or I should say seeking the answers towards another person, towards someone that you feel very connected to, even maybe sexually. You're looking into their soul. I feel that that's what's going on here. And of course, this could be someone else looking into you. Okay, so the Hermit is a spiritual leader. Some of you, because Scorpio is also an occult house. Some of you may be going into the depths of Scorpio, doing your homework, maybe looking into things to do with magic. Okay, so let's look at your ninth house, the house of Sagittarius, Virgo, and we've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is more than likely, we've got Aquarius here. Could be any other air sign, but because we've got the star card here. So what is the house of Sagittarius? It's all about worldly things, worldly matters, people that are at a distance. The house of the visionary. It's also a house of truth, a spiritual house. It's the house of the teacher, the guru. It's the house of higher education. So some of you may be connecting to someone who could have strong Aquarius in their chart. They could be at a distance. Now, the King of Swords is someone who is very intellectual, very intelligent, where their thinking is concerned, their perception. They're someone who is not very open-hearted. They're more calculative. It could be someone that's been in a past relationship where, maybe they got hurt. They got hurt emotionally, so they're very cut off. They're very cut and dry. And but with the King of Swords, you know that whatever decisions he makes, he's very just and very fair. So again, he could be a teacher. You could be receiving lessons through this person. Let's take your house of career, the house of Capricorn. Wow, Virgo, you've got the sun. That is beautiful. So in the house of career or your status, your highest ideals, your goals, you've got the sun, and this is Leo energies. Now, Leo, again, is the heart. It's true love. It's children. It's clarity. It's healing. It's happiness, flirtation. Beautiful. The sun is shining brightly for you where your career is concerned, dear Virgo. This is beautiful and very, very positive energy. Some of you may be, you could be taking on the energy of the sun in whatever you do. So you are providing clarity, warmth, healing, and a lot of love to others. And I don't know why, I feel that there is a sense of being a teacher in some sort of a way for others. So you could be a big inspiration for other people here. But the sun is speaking very positive because Leo, again, is creative projects. For those of you that are self-employed, you've created something of your own. You're doing really well. You've got the sun and the star here. Beautiful. Let's take the 11th house of Aquarius. And we've got the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is a card of not being happy with the situation and, going on a journey, whether this is literal, metaphorical, looking for those 2 of Cups. There is a situation that you are leaving behind because you haven't been able to complete something. So you haven't been able to find the bliss in something that you've invested emotionally in. Now, the house of Aquarius does speak of the future. It's also the house of earned income. So this person here is heading for those 10 of Cups. They're looking maybe for a new partnership. And this could be, of course, in love. This could be in partnership, because the 11th house is also the house of earned income, so money through career. It's also the house of associations and groups, and the house of humanitarian. So some of you may be, as I said, helping people that have lost their path. And again, Aquarius can be quite detached. So you may be dealing with, as I said, if you are dealing with an Aquarian, what I see here, because it is the house of wishes and dreams, I see this person moving straight into the sun. Whatever journey you're on, spiritual, emotional, physical. I feel that wherever you're moving to, you're going to find the clarity. You're going to find what you're looking for. You're going to find something that speaks to your heart, something that's going to make you very happy. And again, as I said, this could be a physical move. And let's take house number 12, which is the house of Pisces. And we've got the Five of Wands. Now, the house of Pisces is the house of completion, endings. Pisces is also a very spiritual house. It's ruled by Neptune. He can be wearing those rose-colored glasses. There is no clarity. It's a dark house. It's very similar with Scorpio in the sense that there is darkness there, but Pisces is unconditional love as well. So Pisces can be a house of magic, but it can also be the house of hidden enemies. Okay, so here I see with the Five of Wands, there is some sort of conflict or just like disagreements. Some of you may be you may be feeling conflicted on something that you're trying to build on, something that you're trying to complete. You may not be on the same page with someone. Now, Five of Wands can be a family situation, but the house of Pisces, as I said, it's a dark house. We usually can't see what's going on there. And this is also the house of the unconscious. So some of you may not realize that you are conflicted. Your higher self is telling you that there is some sort of an imbalance. It's trying to give you a message that there is an imbalance, or that because fives are all about changes, I feel that you could have a little voice within you saying to you that, you know what, something's not right here, something has to end. Or something that is trying to be built that you may not realize because you can't see what's in the 12th house. Something is trying to change. The card after this, the Five of Wands, is the Six of Wands. So this is good. This is good for me. I like it. Let's take the general energy for you, dear Virgo. One card to see what's the general energies for mid-October till mid-November 2019 for Virgo. And we've got the Knight of Cups. Wow. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now the Knight of Cups is an offer that's coming through. It is a knight, so this is someone who is, the knight is wearing his suit of armor. So he's someone who is half taking a risk. This knight is wearing that suit of armor because he's protecting his emotions. He may be sometimes, because I'm not doing reversals here, he could be someone that is thinking of coming forth with an offer. Whether this is love or business, doesn't matter. But he's protecting his heart. So 1 minute he's thinking, okay, I'll go for it. He's taking his sweet old time. He's trotting in. And this is the general energy. So we've got Scorpio here as water. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising would be the main water sign here. So it's funny that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas, which are a fair few. There are a fair few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 major arcanas. But here with the World card, because it is like Aries, Pisces are very close together. They're connected. I feel that something is battling. Something is really trying to end here. And it could be something that is very karmic because you're on a new mission, Virgo. The completion is here. Venus is ready to be reborn. And because Venus is in Scorpio now, Venus takes the darker shade in the house of Scorpio, because Scorpio can be jealous where love is concerned, jealousy, or Scorpio can be like, wanting to connect on a very, very, very deep level. But Scorpio people, let's say the energy, let's say the archetype, Scorpio is it's not easy to unlock people that are Scorpio sign, that are a Scorpio sign, or that they've got the Scorpio energy. They come across as Scorpionic. It's not easy to unlock people like that. So to connect on a level of Scorpio, you have to really be standing in your truth, because Scorpio is very intuitive. Okay, now Scorpio is all about penetration. It's like getting really deep and dirty, going into that dungeon. So with Mercury retrograding, Mercury is your ruling planet, retrograding in Scorpio, and for the whole month of November, with Venus there as well, and the Sun will be joining there as well. A lot of hidden information is going to be coming up for airing, for communicating, and in matters of love and, of course, money, because Scorpio is money from external sources, your partner's money as well. So it's going to be very interesting, you know. I'd like to look at the Hermit and, of course, just a couple of cards, and then I will extend this reading. Let's look at the Hermit. What's that in the house of Scorpio for Virgo? And we've got, yeah, there's a choice. Some of you are doing a lot of work here in matters of connecting on a very deep level. Someone could be trying to make a decision. You've got 2 twos here, as you could see. Okay, so it doesn't really tell me that much, that 2 of Pentacles. I'll take one more. Someone is trying to make a decision, but they're trying to connect. They're trying to connect with the divine, with spirit, looking for answers. And wow, we've got the Tower. So Scorpio, and sometimes I see this card as Uranus being in Taurus. It's all about our values. I think that before anything is decided here, I think that because Uranus is doing a lot at this time, connecting with Venus, it's going to be connecting with Mercury, it's going to be connecting very soon with the Sun. So, oh, very exciting, Virgo, very exciting. Something is changing drastically in the house of commitment, committing and connecting on a very deep level, Virgo. So I'm really excited to see what that's going to be. I will leave it at that. Thank you so much to those of you that I'll be seeing you on the other side. Thank you for your support. For the rest of you that are happy with this reading, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And I do hope that it did resonate for you. If it did not, maybe next time, or maybe watch your moon or rising. So again, Virgo, sending you lots of love. Thank you so much. All the blessings in the world to you. Talk to you soon.